Welcome back to Charter California Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Our guest is Karl Blum. He is the assistant principal at Los Osos Middle School, and I must congratulate you on the recent launch of a new STEAM program. I've heard of STEM programs. What are STEAM programs?
Well, STEM programs are science, tech, engineering, and math. And when you add in the A for STEAM, we add in the arts.
Which in so many ways is inspired, but in so many ways is surprising, because art is really very, very different from science, tech, engineering, and math.
Right, but you need a aesthetic component to science, tech, engineering, and math sometimes.
One could argue.
And you know, when you look at today's architecture and things like that, there's always that aesthetic component, and they have the STEM background. But if you're not creative, then sometimes you're looking kind of drab.
I totally buy it, but how did it happen? I mean, it actually makes sense. Usually things that make sense don't happen. How did it happen?
Well, when we were researching this process over the last year, some of our school board members went back to looked at some examples of schools in the East Coast, and one of the big things they had back there was this desire of a larger number of STEAM schools than STEM schools. And so what happened is they kind of figured out that some of the bigger corporations wanted to see the aesthetic component in a kid's education, and it's great because we all know that some of the most entertaining classes you had when you were in school were your art classes and pottery and design and things like that.
So as part of the STEAM program, are you looking toward integrated learning? So art plays a part in engineering, which plays a part in science, which plays a part in math, and
we're absolutely doing integrated learning, and that is one of the neatest things about the whole STEAM program is that as kids matriculate through the program, they're all one-to-one with a laptop.
Terrific.
And it doesn't mean their faces in the screen all day long, but they have the access.
And are they teaching the teachers how to use the laptops? Because I have a feeling that's how it's happening.
That's what's happened already. Is when teachers have said, you know, we have this limitation, and 45 minutes later, a group of kids puts their hands up and says, hey, we found a solution.
Right, exactly.
And so it's phenomenal that the kids are pushing the envelope.
Tell us more about that, and also project-based learning that is so integral to STEAM.
Back to the STEAM component. Right. The project-based learning is critical because that is really what we're looking at. New standards are coming out, federal standards called the Common Core standards, and I think you're going to be talking about those later today.
Yes.
And the big component of that is the fact that it's about integrated learning, and the key thing is critical thinking.
Right.
And when you have kids working in groups to solve a problem, you engage them in critical thinking.
So are you looking through your STEAM program to align with Common Core as adopted through San Luis Coastal?
Absolutely, and as for instance, next year when we roll the STEAM to our 7th and 8th graders, the 7th graders will all go one-to-one with the laptop, and they're going to have a capstone project in their elective course, and that course will be integrated throughout all facets of STEAM. So every student in the 7th grade will build the capstone project in the first semester. They're on a different timeline, but they'll build it and then they'll present it, and there's the art component, there's the presentation component.
How are the students doing? I mean, this is a little different from API, star-driven type of education.
And it's a wonderful thing.
Right, but still, it's a different thing.
The kids are embracing it, and they are just loving every day at school. I think they've done 2 projects. They have a big game board project which they've worked on in their classrooms, and that's coming to fruition here in the next couple weeks.
What about the other middle schools in San Luis Coastal, or in San Luis for that matter? Are you aware of what's happening?
Well, we're the pilot school for the STEAM program.
Lucky.
And we are very lucky that we were chosen to do that, and it's been a wonderful kind of marriage, I think, for us. We know that Laguna Middle School, which is our sister middle school, is moving in the direction of the same type of thing in time.
His name is Principal Karl Blum. He is with Los Osos Middle School. I'm Brad Pomerance. You're watching Charter California Edition. Back to HLN.